In 2023, we have the upcoming release of the brand new Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's a standalone classic title with older style gameplay, like Assassin's Creed Unity, for example. I'm waiting for gameplay before I get too excited, but thanks to the reporting of Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming, we actually know about another 9 games in development. Some of these we already know about, such as Mirage, Red, Hexe, but others are completely new to us, such as Assassin's Creed Nebula. And today let's dive into each of these upcoming Assassin's Creed titles, tell you what we know about them, but remember, this is all leaks, so don't get too excited, it might get cancelled before we ever get to see it. Anyway, let's jump into our first title. The first of these 10 games is Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm going to get out of the way just quickly, just give you a little bit, we've got some small news about it, but let's just get out of the way now, as it is part of the 10 games. We already know a little bit about this game. A game that follows Basim from Valhalla and a standalone prequel title with gameplay similar to classic titles such as Brotherhood or Unity. Rumours are suggesting though that Mirage is going to release in August of 2023 and should have a full gameplay reveal at Ubisoft's E3 2023, which is June 13th to the 16th. So sometime in there we should expect a full gameplay reveal and release date reveal. Now let's move on to the more exciting new stuff. Assassin's Creed Nebula is being developed by Ubisoft Sofia, who previously worked on Assassin's Creed Rogue, which just got me excited as Rogue was a fun game. Nebula should be a game with 3 settings, those being India, the Aztec Empire, and the Mediterranean. This project seems extremely ambitious, and I'm not sure if this game is ever going to get released with all of this content. You gotta remember, people complained that Odyssey was too big, so having 3 completely different settings feels way too big. Like, that's 3 open worlds to explore. I don't know if I'd be too big on having that much content. But that's about all we know about Nebula. This game seems really early on, and it's still in the concepting and prototyping phase. So this might get completely changed, have different settings, different gameplay. This is still really early on, so don't get too excited about it. Assassin's Creed Nexus is a VR title being developed by Red Storm Entertainment exclusively for the Meta Quest 2 and likely the upcoming Meta Quest 3. Nexus, we actually know quite a lot about this game. It's had a ton of leaks over the last year, so we've even got a small main menu leak. We don't have actual gameplay, but we have a leak of the main menu, and we know a ton about what the game actually has in terms of content. Nexus is going to feature us playing as iconic assassins, such as Ezio, Cassandra, Connor, and Haytham Kenway, in a journey across the most popular time periods in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Nexus is actually going to feature all the iconic features of the franchise, such as leap of faith, stealth, parkour, pickpocketing, sword combat, and more. This game seems extremely fun. Seems like there's going to be everything I expect from an Assassin's Creed title, but I'm probably going to throw up if I try to do a leap of faith in VR. Tom Henderson is reporting that this game will release in 2023, likely to be revealed at Ubisoft's E3 alongside Mirage. If it doesn't get revealed at E3, it's likely it'll be at a Meta Connect or a Facebook Connect or whatever they call themselves these days. It'll likely be at a Meta event, likely to be revealed there if it's not at Ubisoft's E3. Assassin's Creed Invictus is a brand new multiplayer game coming in 2025. This one actually got official confirmation in an interview with one of Ubisoft's lead producers. We don't actually know anything else though. Invictus is coming in 2025, that much we know from Tom Henderson, but we actually don't know anything else. We don't even know who's developing Assassin's Creed Invictus. So all I can tell you is it's coming in 2025 and it should be part of the Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is kind of like a launcher or a hub world for all the Assassin's Creed games. I still have no clue what the hell Infinity is. I'm just saying what Ubisoft has said, and I am very confused still what Infinity actually is. Is it like Master Chief Collection but for Assassin's Creed, or is it something else? Who knows? I'm going to combine the next 3 games all into one category as they have all been officially announced, but with some small news for all of them, which is Assassin's Creed Red, Hexe, and Jade. These have all got officially announced in 2022, so I'm just going to combine them all into one little section to just get out of the way. Assassin's Creed Hexe is a witch hunt game set in Europe, and it should be completely different in terms of gameplay from everything else in the series, and is rumoured to release in 2026. I have no clue what Hexe is, nobody knows what the gameplay is. I'm kind of hoping it goes down more of a kind of horror route and kind of that kind of route, and since it's the witch hunts. I have heard some people also speculating that it could be maybe like a Souls-like, since Elden Ring was so massive. Maybe they'll try to do a Ubisoft Elden Ring, though I don't know how good that sounds. Moving on, we have Assassin's Creed Red, which had a ton of new info recently, also from Tom Henderson. The game should be releasing in 2024 from Ubisoft Quebec as an action RPG set in Japan. We recently found out we should be able to play as 2 main characters, a female samurai and a male shinobi. Red should also feature enhanced stealth AI, such as if you have your torch out, it creates shadows, and the enemies can actually see your shadow and they'll spot you. So it seems like we've got some really impressive enhanced enemy AI. Assassin's Creed Jade is a mobile action RPG that looks extremely similar to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, as late last year some gameplay leaks came out, and Jade seems to use the same gameplay ideas, UI, main menus, and animations from Odyssey. This game should be set in China and likely will release in 2023 worldwide for Android and iOS. Assassin's Creed Raid is being developed by Ubisoft Chengdu, don't know if I'm saying that right, but they're developing a brand new multiplayer title likely to have assassins from all eras of the Assassin's Creed universe being playable. So Ezio, Cassandra, Eivor, Altair, Connor, all these incredible assassins should all be playable in Assassin's Creed Raid, a brand new multiplayer title. I'm guessing since it's called Raid, it's gonna have raids like in Destiny or The Division. I'm not sure I want this in the franchise, but there's not much I can do other than say I don't want it because I don't run the franchise. I'm gonna hope this one gets cancelled, to be honest. That's if it's what I think it is. This might be something completely different. This might be a tower defense game. How do we know? It's still incredibly early on, so this game might get cancelled, but maybe the Raid part means something else, but to me, Raid sounds like a Destiny clone or a Division clone. Assassin's Creed Echoes is another multiplayer title, which is being made by Ubisoft Acne, I don't know how to say this one, I'm probably saying it wrong, which should be using Ubisoft's new Scalar technology, which is basically using cloud computing to power the game. Don't know if this will be 100% powered by the cloud, or maybe some elements like the open world and like kind of like an MMO maybe, where like the open world will be handled by the cloud, some stuff will be done by the consoles or PC, we don't know, but it should be using cloud technology. So this might be incredibly ambitious, but we don't really know anything else about Assassin's Creed Echoes. This one is extremely early and is probably 6, maybe 7, maybe even 8 years away. So don't get too excited about Echoes. And finally, we have Assassin's Creed Nexus 2. Yeah, the VR game we talked about earlier is already having internal discussions and concepts and ideas about a possible sequel. To me, this is actually a really good sign. Ubisoft must see Nexus and think it's going to be a really big hit and might review really, really well. So I'm actually excited about that. That means Nexus might be really, really good if they're already thinking about doing a sequel. And that is it. That is every Assassin's Creed game coming up over probably the next decade or so. We've got 4 single-player titles coming up with Assassin's Creed Mirage, Red, Hexe, and Nebula. 3 multiplayer titles such as Invictus, Raid, and Echoes. 2 VR titles with Assassin's Creed Nexus 1 and 2. And finally, 1 mobile title with Assassin's Creed Jade. The future seems unique, to be honest. There's a lot of experimentation and different ideas happening, and I'm not sure I'm going to play every single one of these games if they do release, but as long as we continue getting new single-player titles, I'll be happy. I might not be into the multiplayer ideas. Honestly, I'd rather if all the multiplayer games kind of combined into just one title, because having like 3 different multiplayer games seems a little bit too much in my opinion. I'd rather just all in one place, but maybe that's the point of Assassin's Creed Infinity. Maybe these are actually all part of Infinity. Maybe you have to launch Infinity to play the multiplayer titles. So maybe they all are part of one title. But who knows, that's just speculation on my part. Also, I kind of want to see some remasters or remakes, like a remake of Assassin's Creed 1, but doesn't seem like it's in development. However, maybe Tom Henderson just never heard about it, but who knows, he's kind of the expert and he kind of knows everything Ubisoft's doing, so if it's not on this list from his website, I don't think it's going to be happening, but maybe Ubisoft will surprise us. I really hope so. Anyway, thank you for watching, I've been the Intel, and have a lovely day.